Greetings, mathematicians. Today we're finding the x and y intercepts of a quadratic function. So we have a quadratic function here. We know it's quadratic because the x value is squared, and it's in function notation, f of x equals, which is the same thing as writing it as y equals x squared minus x minus 12. Their y equals and f of x equals are interchangeable. But in this example, we're trying to find the x and the y intercepts. So for the x intercepts, and I always abbreviate int, for the x-intercept, I need to let y equal 0. So I'm going to be using this first equation here that I wrote with y equals, and I'm going to substitute 0 for y. So 0 equals x squared minus x minus 12. And now that I have the equation equal to 0, this is a quadratic trinomial that will factor, and since my a value is 1, I only need to do the AC method. I do not need to do factoring by grouping, so this factors to 0 equals x. My two numbers that multiply to give me negative 12, but when I add them give me negative 1, are negative 4 and positive 3. So x equals, x minus 4 times x plus 3. Those are my factors set equal to 0. I can get my solutions by setting each factor equal to 0. From my first factor, x is going to be equal 4. That is one of the solutions. The other solution is when x equals negative 3. That is the other solution, which means my x-intercepts are going to be x is 4 when y is 0, and x is negative 3 when y is 0. So my x-intercepts for this problem are going to be 4, 0, and negative 3, 0. So that's how we find the x-intercepts. To find the y-intercepts for this problem, we would let x equal 0. So let x equal 0. And here I'm actually going to use the function notation because I'm going to substitute 0 where I see x. So it's not going to be f of x, it's going to be f of 0, and I keep substituting 0 where I see x. So 0 squared minus 0, and put that in parentheses, minus 12. So f of 0 is equal to negative 12. Which means when my x value is 0, my y value is negative 12. So the y-intercept for this function is going to be 0, negative 12. And that's how you find the x and y intercepts of a quadratic function.